like the same way as the other one. There's General B.
That's General B. It's General B. Black and belt wing. No, right here. One's a 4-star general in Germany.
I don't know if he's coming or what.
Damn, you know.
Yeah.
Are you Boy Scout?
Roll up your roll you gum up.
Don't face it to the sun now.
Got him.
Take him like this. Push in. It's gotta be together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in the
got him.
back. He's in the second one to the back, the one with the glasses.
Oh. Look at that. Squash it. Can you make a bubble like this? Two bubbles. Did you do that? If I could, then I would.
I've been trying that for a long time too.
So on and so forth.
That's not today.
You learned today? You got a bloody ear. You do. Right inside there. You can't see it, but it is. Go ask your mom. Trust your mom.
Quarters Battery, 56 Field Artillery Command. In less than 8 months, the battery will inactivate, and many of you will not be around to witness that historical day. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you that you've all done an outstanding job in preserving peace in the final stages of the Cold War. Even though you didn't have missiles to launch, your mission was equally as important as the mission of the firing battalions. You were called on to conduct QRA evaluations, command missile maintenance inspections, command inspections, staff assistance visits, logistic offensive visits, NERA exercises, and were expected to maintain your combat readiness skills, and you have done it all well. In 1988, you received the highest score ever on the NATO tactical evaluation, and proved again in 1989 that you were ready to go to war, fight, and win by receiving high ratings during the 1989 pre-tactical evaluation. As battery commander, I witnessed 2 command inspections, and as usual, you exceeded many of the standards. It's not easy working in a headquarters battery, but you seldom complain, and you always rose to the occasion, and always accomplished the mission. Now that the mission is accomplished and the war is won, it's time to turn in the equipment and case the colors. We are in the middle of retrograde, and again, you are exceeding the standards. I challenge you to maintain these standards and sustain the pace we have set. The final chapter won't be written until all the equipment is turned in and the lights turned off. I've had several soldiers ask me about the fate of their future, The inactivation of the 56th Field Artillery Command doesn't mean your career in the Army will be terminated. The inactivation of the command will affect very few of you because we are composed largely of non-Pershing MOSs, and you will be reassigned to other units. However, the Army will be getting smaller. As General Saint stated, we're going to have to cut the squad. In doing so, we're going to keep the quality soldiers. Many of you don't have anything to worry about because you're already meeting and in some cases exceeding the standards. Keep up the good work. For those soldiers who aren't meeting the standards, find out what areas you're substandard in and try harder. The bottom line is, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the Army's going to keep you. We had an Army long before we had a country, and it was because of this great Army that we eventually got this country. And it will be this Army that will allow us to keep this country for years to come. The Army is the largest organization in the free world, and there will always be a place in the Army for quality soldiers like you. Last, I would like to commend the spouses for their roles as husbands and wives. Without their support, our lives would have been less than acceptable. They have played a big role in providing morale, welfare, and recreation activities, which greatly enhance the quality of life in our community. Hopefully, they will continue to do so. I challenge each and every one of you to continue to excel and perform in the outstanding manner that you have. God bless you, and thank you.
Major General Bean, officers, soldiers, patriots, and friends of Headquarters and Headquarters Battery 56 Field Artillery Command. What better way to reflect upon your accomplishments and to refocus your efforts than at a retreat ceremony where we pay respect to our national symbol. Your efforts in every respect of soldiering have resulted in this command accomplishing every mission and task well. Many times you have selflessly sacrificed your time and your talent to ensure success. That has not gone unnoticed. As Ambassador Walter so eloquently said at the 4/9 inactivation, you may well have been the leverage point upon which the face of history was changed forever. Your dedication has secured your place in history. When historians write of the demise of the Berlin Wall, their story will begin with you and the INF Treaty. But as that great philosopher, Yogi Berra, said, the future ain't what it used to be. The situation has changed, and good soldiers know we must be flexible enough to accept that change. That does not mean a lowering of standards. On the contrary, it means we can raise those standards because we can focus on fewer requirements. There is still much to do. So as we stand here looking upon our national flag, the flag which has proved an inspiration to untold millions, rededicate yourself to the challenge ahead and to the values of our flag. The world is still perilous, as our brothers in arms in Saudi Arabia will attest. We need to be competent. We need to be professional. That means that whatever the mission, we do it to the very best of our ability. With total commitment and dedication, we do it for ourselves, our families, our unit. We do it for the flag.